See all those pretty things? Well, that introduces one of the oldest regular features on our show. And that particular music that you heard will identify it also. It was very popular with our viewers, that particular feature that I'm speaking of. Of course, that's one that especially pleased all the ladies that watch us each afternoon. As you know, last year and the year before, we always had a very beautiful fashion show. Well, since our aim is to always please you out there, we'll continue with the fashion show every single week, or try to every week. And of course, here beside me now is our own Dorothy Day to tell us all about, well, the very first show that we're going to have for you now, which, as I understand, will be very, very exciting from what Dorothy told me. But I think I'll let her tell you about it herself. Go ahead, Dot.
Thank you, Catherine, and I hope it will be exciting because today we have a wonderful collection of fabulous furs by Ritter, diamonds by Cartier, and 12 wonderful gowns by the leading designers in our country. The gowns are all American and all silk. Each designer has chosen the most outstanding creation in his or her entire collection so that we in turn could show them to you today. Opening night, the opera, the theater, and smart supper clubs are just some of the places where they're going to be seen, where they will make heads turn and make women look really beautiful. First, we'd like to present the most exciting fur designs for 1952. Each one newsworthy, each one a masterpiece. Deftness, and imagination of Ritter originals can readily be seen in this collection, starting with this very beautiful white ermine coat, edged and cuffed in crown sable. The skins are intricately worked in a horizontal pattern, and the outline of sable certainly completes an evening wrap of great import. And now for the woman who insists on chic and the dramatic flair, we recommend this beaver evening cape with the skins worked from a deep yoke. The sleeves are subtly shaped and emerge from a very full and beautiful cape. Certainly a new trend for the use of beaver is most evident here. The skins in this crown sable coat took 4 years just to be matched. Then the designers went to work and created a very impressive coat featuring spiral sleeves and the youthful 3/4 length. It's perfect for day as well as for evening if you can afford sable. The very next time you see cerulean sapphire mink advertised in a fashion magazine, you will be able to understand just what it is like. For here is a classic 3/4 length cerulean mink with one little dressmaker touch in the back, an inverted pleat if you please. And now for the woman who has everything that is but chinchilla in her wardrobe, why not this little bolero? That is, if she happens to have about $4,000 handy that she doesn't quite know what to do with. Our fur designer tells me that the next sable has now become stable, and that's good news to all of us, I'm sure. That means that it's sturdier than mink and no more costly. For instance, this American full-length sable coat, price-wise, is no more expensive than the little minks that you have seen and are about to see. But don't forget, it's sturdier. And now we'd like to show you our timely version of the Eisenhower jacket in wild Labrador mink. Its beauty is very evident in the imaginative handling of the skins. Another perfect topper for cool autumn evenings, or possibly for opening night. Lutetia gunmetal mink is next in our collection of superb furs. And like all good little minks, it is following in the beautiful footsteps of its more famous brothers and sisters, and it's fast becoming the favorite of discriminating women. Its name certainly describes its color, and the smart pinwheel sleeve, or spider web as we call it, adds an extra attraction. Black broadtail is a must when you plan a collection such as this, not only because it is one of the most beautiful furs we have, but because it serves double duty in all its magnificence. Choose black broadtail if your creed happens to be smartness, chic, and sophistication. You know, I rather think that this would look awfully nice under a Christmas tree. The red and the green lights and that lovely, lovely white. Well, why don't I stop daydreaming and tell you it's pure white mink, a luscious stole. You might try dropping a hint tonight to your best beau, and I wish you all the luck in the world. Here is a Stewart pastel mink coat, and it would be a fine choice whether you are light, dark, or gray of hair, because it is one of the most flattering mutations we have. It's luxurious, and it's the epitome of good fashion in fur. Last but not least, by any means, is a snug little white ermine bolero that creates a cuddly look, which is exactly what the designer had in mind. The casual look of the push-up sleeves and its diagonal striping make it appear almost as if it were a fabric, another Ritter achievement. And now, it's time for our American designers to take their bows. Jo Copeland is noted for creating designs for women of leisure. She likes this black silk crepe arrow slim evening sheath with a dramatic polonaise drape, shocking pink ottomans. It's graceful, falls gently to the floor. With it, she chooses a diamond bouquet necklace with square and baguette diamond motifs, dropping from a magnificent diamond-lined choker. Triangular pendant earrings of baguettes and pearl and pear-shaped diamonds complete a very dramatic picture. Lily Dachet is a great designer of wit and elegance who applied the millinery technique in her entire collection. And it is very, very evident here in this slim navy blue silk broadcloth dress with a navy satin shawl collar tying at center front. A navy jeweled bra fills in the very, very deep décolleté. A radiant glow necklace of 2 tiers of alternating round and pear-shaped diamonds, plus her ear clips with large round diamond centers, give her a radiant glow. Harvey Barron, I think, is one of the most wonderful creators of delectable and delightful confections, such as this waltz-length gown of champagne pure silk satin with its strapless bodice encrusted with pearls and crystals and appliqued with silk flowers. The silhouette is new, Infanta it's called, and it accentuates a beautiful curved hip line. Her jewels are really fabulous. Her necklace consists of 150 emerald-cut diamonds in 3 rows. The bracelet alternates baguettes and graduated emerald-cut diamonds, and her earrings are spirals of baguettes. Elizabeth Arden expresses a sumptuous patrician attitude, sort of a thoroughbred beauty, if I may, and here it is in mauve pink satin. Its strapless bodice is beaded to the hip line, and 2 soft folds of satin are subtly blended to the right side of the bodice. Her tiara, her twilight star necklace with its multiple marquee diamond drops, and matching pendant ear clips certainly place the accent on overall magnificence. Henri Bendel is one of the oldest names in fashion and is the essence of cosmopolitan elegance and richness. And to prove my point, here is his light blue, pure silk file gown with a voluminous skirt. Dark red and violet flowers form the strapless décolletage, and the silhouette was inspired by the Louis XVI era. Her jewels were inspired by Cartier and include a dewdrop necklace of round diamonds and a bracelet of 7 lacy bows of delicate diamond drama. Maurice Rentner is frequently referred to as the Dean of American designers, and he stresses subtlety, richness, and the very gracious look. His brilliant tangerine silk taffeta strapless ball gown is certainly conclusive proof of his thinking. A 3-strand geometric choker consisting of 2 rows of small diamonds hug her throat very lovingly, and the autumn leaf ear clips match the necklace and certainly complement the girl. Trainer Norell, we think, is considered the leading trend setter in American fashion. His brilliant flame red silk velvet evening coat has been lined in shrimp pink satin. The mink bands edge the neckline and the full sleeves. The gown beneath, flashing red spangles of silk jersey. Diamonds, of course, and they include a heart-shaped clip, which can be worn together or separately, and lovely, delicate loop bracelet of you-know-what. Trigère has made a wonderful name in fashion for bringing the French tradition to American design. Her chic approach is one of her many facets, and this pencil-slim black silk velvet sheath with a draped bodice of pure white satin and its 2 loose scarves of white satin trailing in back to form a train show just how she achieves her goal. The pinwheel clip, the flexible bracelet, and the romantic lover's bow ear clips of round diamonds leave a wonderful impression. Adele Simpson is famous for her festive dresses and introduced the idea of fabulous stay-at-home creations for the beautiful hostesses. Here is one of them in the very popular black and white. The swirling skirt is of black velvet with a halter bodice of white file. Wide velvet is laced in front for a very snug look, and a bolero of white file with appliques of velvet flowers embroidered with black jet complete a beautiful ensemble. Accents in diamonds include a large rose clip, which is mechanically arranged so that it can open and close with her mood. Her ear clips, of course, match, all designed by Cartier. Jane Derby is one of our most romantic designers. Being a Southern belle, she stresses the inborn, sort of ladylike look. Her ability to live up to the tradition is certainly recognized in this floor-length ball gown with its matching coat. The gown is beautifully slim and slender. The coat is lined with gold moire and encrusted with sequins and jewels. Kvyat is the next one we want to see. Kvyat is known for her dramatic touch, having been in the theater for a very, very long time. And she, out of her collection, chose this magnificent white beaded sheath with its matching bolero for the cover-up look or the bare look, whichever she desires. Again, diamonds are a girl's best friend and complement her gown to the hilt. Charles James is our last designer and a great innovator of American fashions. He is noted particularly for his inventiveness and his adventure in design. Here to illustrate what he means is a slim, bias-cut white silk satin gown with a very, very flattering strapless bodice. The petal stole is unique and different. And of course, again, she improves everything with her diamonds. And that is the story, and it concludes our fashion show for today. And by the way, Catherine, it represents $1 million in fashion.